So my name is Brenden Fisher. I'm at the Gund Institute and the Rubenstein School. And I spend about half my time doing research on the nexus of poverty, conservation, inequality, and human health, and mainly in Africa. And about the other half of my brain on behavioral economics. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. So I'm going to start out by saying that money and markets have an incredibly strange range of impacts on human behavior. These are my children, and they're helping me move a couch. They're pretty strong, and right now they're doing all this work pro bono. But I think that by the time they get to high school, they're going to ask for money to do such things. And about a decade ago, there were some researchers who did a whole suite of studies looking at the effects of money and pro-sociality, the effects of money and people being nice to each other. So one example is that basically if you see somebody struggling to put a couch in a van on the street, most people will stop and help that person. But when that person says, hey, I'll pay you a few dollars to help me put this couch into the van, a large portion of people just decline to help. So this is the classic crowding out effect of something that we want to do nice for other people gets crowded out by introducing money. And there are a whole suite of studies that are in this realm. So you bring money into the equation, people are less likely to help a stranger, have lower work output, less enjoyment of tasks, less cooperative, more likely to cheat. And this is the realm of behavioral economics. So behavioral economics is a study of all of those things that affect our decision-making, our flawed intuition, our biases, our irrationality, our cholesterol level. All kinds of things impact the way we make decisions. And a lot of times we're not conscious of it. And so once we understand how fragile and how malleable our decision-making process is, we can see that there's a real natural bedfellow between behavioral economics and sustainability. So we've designed a whole suite of studies in this space between behavioral economics and sustainability, but I want to tell you just one part of the first set of studies that we've been working on that we've ridiculously titled The Power of Mom. And this is what we've done. So we left 450 postcards over Burlington, wider Vermont, Boston, and a few other places, face up, stamped, addressed, in public places, Starbucks, bus stations, libraries, etc. We have 3 treatments. Mom, hope all is well with you. Things here are great. Can't wait to see you in a few months. Pat, hope all is well with you. Things here are great. Can't wait to see you in a few months. Hey, Pat, things here are great. I'm making a lot of money. A lot of money. Here's the results. More than 2 times the number of moms have come back than money. And the whole idea of this is that when we see people as relational creatures, as human beings outside a market system, we are more likely to be pro-social. When we bring that market, that mentality, that competition into the game, we are less likely to be pro-social, to be nice to others. Now, this has important ramification in a world where we see billboards everywhere, not in Vermont, in a world where there's hundreds of billions of dollars on advertising about consumption, about competition, where we're constantly hearing about the Dow Jones or Beyonce's latest purchase of something or other. What happens if we set up our society differently? What happens if we set up our society where people were constantly reminded about the things that are really important, their friends, their family, time in the outdoors, the importance of leisure time? And so the studies we're doing are basically on 2 questions. How easy is it to get people to act in the interest of others? How easy is it to get people to act in environmentally friendly ways? Now, we're influenced by a whole bunch of things, and once we can better understand those things that influence our decisions, it'll be easier for us to develop policies, to develop institutions, and to create communities that will drive a more sustainable and desirable future. And thanks to the mom team. That's it.